Hello, this training video is going to be on qualifying a client. This is very crucial that you do this with everybody. And you do that by not doing it over the phone, not in text messages, emails. That way you can go back. It's an easy way to keep track of it and everything. But I go in and I'll show you an example of an email here in a few that I immediately go in and I explain who I am, and then I say, tell me more about who you guys are and what kind of things you guys like to do. And I'll say, what kind of people are you? Do you like history, or, are you romantics? Uh, do you like to have a schedule with everything organized, or you just want to go with the flow, or thrill seekers, risk takers? Are they looking for excitement? Just all kinds of stuff. And this is a list of questions to go off of until you get in the scheme of things and you're starting to be able to read them, but you just need to fine tune a little bit more and dig in deeper to find out exactly what they're looking for. So, you ask them, is this a family vacation, or are you celebrating anything, a birthday, a honeymoon, anniversary, especially the anniversaries and honeymoons, because we can at times get them deals for a cheaper or an upgraded room, or they get extras. If they're going, somewhere to the beach, do they want to just see the beach and have direct access to the pool, or do they prefer to be on the beach and swim on the beach? Are they looking for somewhere quiet and relaxing, adults only, where they don't have a bunch of screaming kids running around? For example, if they wanted to go to Jamaica or even Punta Cana. Punta Cana, we've got the Nickelodeon resort there. Like they tell you, we're just two adults wanting to go on vacation, want to have a little bit of fun. They're leaving behind four kids because they haven't had any time away in years. Well, you need to ask them, do they want to go to an adults only resort so they don't have to deal with the guilt of having children running around them? And if they want to go to adults only, are they looking for something just quiet and relaxing, or do they want some nightlife going on, a little bit of excitement there? And then I've got this one. Would you prefer a nicer resort with a downgraded room, or would they prefer one that is a cheaper resort and have the big room? The number one thing to ask in the beginning, and I don't have it listed up there. I'm trying to see if I've got it on there or not, because if I don't, it's very important. Yes, right here. What is your budget? And then explain to them immediately. Everyone's definition of cheap and luxury differs. For example, you have somebody that tells you, they want a cheap vacation. I had a guy that contacted me that wanted a cheap cruise and, something to just take his wife on. Well, I knew that the guy was a millionaire and is completely loaded and has fine home. I mean, just you name it. What I didn't know is that he is a penny pincher. It's probably why he's a millionaire. So I went in and I built him a cruise package. It wasn't with the most luxurious room. It was a room with, a balcony. I think it was like a junior suite. And, just a little bit nicer, and it was like $3,500 for the whole package. He called me back and wanted to know why I got him that room when he told me he wanted to go cheap. Come down to it being, he wanted the absolute cheapest room on the ship, with the only exception being he wanted to be placed in the middle of the ship. Him and his wife got bunk beds. He was fine with that. I was wrong from the get-go because I automatically assumed, because I knew his class and his money situation, that he would want something nicer. I had a guy contact me 2 years ago that I know works for the state. I knew he didn't make very much, and he was wanting to take his family to Walt Disney World. And so when I went in and I started building him a package and everything, and I asked him, what is your budget? And he said, I don't know, exactly what my budget is. A lot of times they'll be scared to tell you what their budget is or what they don't want to go over, because they fear that you're going to shoot for that number automatically so that you make more. And you need to explain to them that's not the case. Anyways, I went in and I built him a package for him, and I think it was 5 children and his wife, so 7 of them. And I had to make it to where they had 2 rooms. One of the children was actually, I think, 22, and I went in and got one of the cheaper resorts there at Walt Disney World, and made it for 3 days of tickets and stuff like that, and didn't add any dining plan or anything like that. And I sent it to him, and he told me he would look at it and then get back with me. 2 days later, he contacted me back, and he said, listen, I have been saving for 15 years to take my family on vacation. This will be the only vacation we ever get to go on as an entire family. I don't want to blow money, but I don't want to just nickel and dime it for us. I want something nice. I said, okay. He wanted the dining package, and I assumed from the get-go that he would need something cheaper because I knew what kind of money he made. My assumption could have cost me a client, and it could have cost me more commission. So always ask them what their budget is and why you need it. And sometimes they still won't give you one. You go in there and you put, a package together for $5,000, and then you let them know, is this within your price range, or would you like to go down, or do you want to upgrade at all? But budget is something you definitely need to get from the get-go. All right, is room service important to you? Do you want nightlife? Are you looking for an all-inclusive? Something to also consider is not all-inclusives are the same. When they want an all-inclusive, do they want it to have where they can get any kind of drink and have a la carte and buffet style choices? Or do they care and just buffet is fine, some snacks and drinks? Casual wear for dining or evening wear. That's important. And then what kind of activities are they looking to do? Let them know that you can add it to their package, and 9 times out of 10, it's not going to raise their deposit amount, only their total amount due. Are there any food allergies or medical problems that need to be taken into consideration? I don't have it on here, but it's something you need to ask your clients. Is anybody pregnant? And then if they are pregnant, we need to know how far along they are so we can calculate how far along they're going to be when they go on the trip, because past a certain point, they might not be able to fly, especially if they're traveling internationally. And then ask them, what are you hoping to get from this vacation? Are you looking to just have some romantic time with your husband? Or are you guys looking for adventure, just to chill and relax and enjoy the peace and quiet without children? Find out what they're wanting from this vacation. You can add to the list as much as you want. Pick and choose. different types of vacations are going to require different questions. You know, if it was geared more towards cruising, you would ask them, you know, balconies, you know, junior suites, how old the children are. You know, if you've got 3 boys and their ages 12, 13, and 16, getting them in a cabin that is 2 twin beds and a pull-out couch, that is not enough room for all of them. It might let you book it, but you don't want 3 teenage boys that are growing all on one couch. It's not big enough. So you can print this, make your own list, and then we also have sample emails that have lots of questions in there also. So if you have any questions, email me or you can call me.